Hey everyone, Ellie the bibliophile tagged me to do the Big Books Phobia Tag, which is basically showing 5 big books over 500 pages, I think, of your TBR and explain why you haven't read them and alternate those big books with shorter reads under 200 pages that you have loved reading. So let's get started on the first big book, which you all know I want to read. It is Ulysses by James Joyce, and it's Ulysses. Do I need to say more? It's complicated, it's big, and you really need to concentrate to read it, so I've been putting it off. I've also talked about my first short read a lot. It's All My Friends Are Superheroes by Andrew Kaufman. It's a lovely read, it's very fast, it's a lovely story about this normal man who marries a perfectionist, but there were some troubles with all their friends, and it's an interesting look on personality traits and on people. I have one more classic on my TBR that I actually want to read, and that's The Life and Opinions of Tristram Shandy by Lawrence Stern. And this is rather complicated to get into. I started reading it some time ago, maybe a year or two, and you really need to concentrate on it. The way it's written, you just need some time to get into it. And so I've been postponing it, basically the same as Ulysses. The Uncommon Reader by Alan Bennett, on the other side, is a very quick read. It's, I think, 120 pages or so, and it's how the Queen of England discovers the local library bus and starts to get reading. And it's cute, it's fast, it's a neat book. River of Smoke by Amitav Ghosh is the second in a trilogy. I read Sea of Poppies 2 years ago, and it's very complex. There are many characters in it. It's very, confusing is the wrong word. It's very, very interesting, but I think the third book doesn't come out till next year, so I've been postponing to read this, and it is 580 pages. And probably I've forgotten who most of the people are already and need to find that out again. When I looked at my shelves for short reads, I discovered that for a lot of the shorter books, I don't really remember what they were about. I just remember that I loved them. And that was the case with Tinkers by Paul Harding, which is a book I bought because it won a prize and I was interested. It's very short and it's amazing. I remember that it's about this old man dying in his bed, and he was a clockmaker or a repairer of clocks. And in his dying days, he remembers his father and how he lived in the time when he was a tinker. And I remember it was well written, it was an interesting story, but I don't remember the end. I should reread it. It's a quick read, so why not? My next big book I've been putting off for quite some time, and I can't really say why. Well, maybe I do. It's Carter Beats the Devil by Glenn David Gould. I basically picked it up on a whim, and I don't really know anything about it. I think Mother Effing Books likes this book, but that's all I know about it. So picking it up is like, it's a big book, let's read a shorter book first. But I think it's been on my shelf for 2 years now, so I should give it a try once in a while. So if you read it, tell me. Just as with this Tinkers, I don't really remember the story of Summer Crossing by Truman Capote. I just remember that it was like a interesting portrayal of life in the 50s, I think, and of this young, richer woman being in love with this gas station attendee or something. And it reminded me a lot of Holly Golightly. It's Truman Capote's first novel, and it sets sort of the idea of Holly Golightly and her character. So I should reread it. Short read again. Very short. My last big book really is a big book which I want to read, but the size is just making me put it off till a later day, and that's The Wise Man's Fear by Patrick Rothfuss. It's 1,300 pages. I mean, seriously, it's a monster. I want to read it, but I just know it'll take me forever, so I'll probably read it when I have a vacation coming up. My last short read is with 250 pages, a little bit over the 200 page limit, but it's a very fast read and it's lovely. It's the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society by Marianne Sheffer and Annie Barrows. It's a story that takes place shortly after World War II on Guernsey, and it's writing letters back and forth between various people, and you get to know these people and you're invested in all their lives. And it's a lovely read. I can recommend it to everyone. I think there should be a full review of this somewhere. I'll leave a link. Those were the books I wanted to talk about. Basically, I tend to put off big books because I want to read a shorter book that's closer there, or I don't feel like investing so much time into one book. Usually when I pick up the big book, it's not that bad, but before I pick it up, I always look at shorter books and be like, oh, maybe I read that one first and read the other one later. I've seen so many people do this tag that I really don't have an idea who hasn't done it yet. So if you haven't done the Big Books Phobia tag, feel yourself tagged. Thank you all for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.